Hey everyone, welcome to the last video of 2023. If you're new here, my name is Robyn Cavallaro. I'm a realtor here in the state of Florida. I primarily sell in the villages. If you're looking to buy or sell, you got to give me a call. I'm going to talk about how you can search my website and look for homes that are active. But first, I want to say something. It's Friday afternoon, and you know things are kind of slow between Christmas and New Year's. So I was out looking for some mirrors for my bathroom, and I was in Wildwood, and I stopped at Adorn on Main, cute little shop, close to 44. But I bought this shirt. They have some really cool, unique things in there. So if you're looking, and this is for ladies' clothing, I think the shirt was $42, and it's really, really nice. It's very soft. You can make it dressy or casual, but I just thought I would add that. Let me put this camera down a little bit. Just because I think Wildwood kind of gets a bad rap because there's really not that much out there, but this is definitely a local shop that you're going to want to check out. And I'm not sponsored by it. They didn't ask me to say anything. I just did it on my own because I put it on today and I thought, oh, it's cute. All right, so let's get to what happened this year. So this year was a really busy year for me. A lot happened. I went on vacation with my friend. We went to Sedona and to Scottsdale. I have a new granddaughter. That'll be my third. She was born in August, and I turned 60 in September. So it's been, it was a really good year, and I love Florida. I'm very happy here. I'm happy in the villages, and I love selling real estate. I hope everyone had a great year. I know sometimes it's not always the best of times, but I'm looking forward to a great 2024. So let's talk about what happened. I've got all my notes here. I got my notes in my book. You can get that on Amazon. I'm like a serial entrepreneur, but anyway, all right. I'm going to put this pillow down here so I can put my notebook up here. All right, so 2023. Now I ran these stats. What time is it? It's like 2 o'clock. So I ran about an hour ago. So if something closed this morning, I don't know, it didn't get included, but this is from January 2nd, which is a Monday, to today. So in 2023, there were a total of 1,499 homes that sold in the MLS. Now, all of my stats are MLS driven. I don't have any statistics for the villages, and all of that is proprietary. You can't find that out. You'd have to, well, whatever, go through public record, each individual sale. But so we had 1,499 homes sell, which is pretty good. You know what I should have ran to see what happened last year in 2022. You know what? While you're watching this, I'll put that, how many homes sold in 2022, just so you have an idea. Primarily, when you look at the map, 749 of those homes sold were north of 466. 500 were in the middle, and that would be 466 down to 44. And then 78 sold south of 44. Now, south of 44, we just didn't have a lot of inventory down here because most of the homes are newer. So that's you know the reason. How the homes sold: 904 were cash, 522 were conventional. We had 58 VA, 18 FHA. 2 were assumed, and 13 were private seller. I'm not sure if all that adds up. I didn't do the math. There might have been a couple of other sales. I'm not really sure. I could check out that stat if you're interested. Of all of the homes that sold, 97 had a pool. That's a small percentage. 7 were bank-owned, 2 were a short sale. And a short sale is they're headed for trouble, but the bank agrees to accept a lower amount and to get them out of debt. And of the 1,499 homes that sold, 728 had taken some type of price decrease during their time on the market. And, I got to go to my printer. Time out. I have some more stats I got to get. All right, I'm back. I wanted to pull some stats of how many days the homes were on the market. So what I'm going to break down in this video, I'm going to show you homes that sold and how many under 200, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6, and on. And then when I may just do this at the end, I'm sorry. All right, so let's get into what sold less than 200,000. Now, if you look at the map, I'm going to show you this map here, that, most of them were up in the north or in the historic district. 2 were further south. They were 1 bed, 1 bath. Now, I don't know the condition. I don't want to even get into that. If you are interested to learn that, you have to call me, email me. Here's my information. And I can, we can dig deeper into that if you're interested. But again, most of them are in the historic district, which is just north of 441 on the other side of Spanish Springs. Homes that sold 201,000 to 300. We had 281. And of that, most of them are north of 466. 240 were 2-bed and 30 were 3-bed. Now, I'm going to assume, without looking at each home, that the 3-bedroom homes that were between 200 and 300 probably needed some type of updating, needed a roof, needed something for a 3-bedroom to go under 300. It's just not heard of it now in this market. 301,000. Oh, here, I'm going to add this stat. So 2 to 300,000. Let's see, average, all of the homes actually, when you look at the stat, were on, the average home on the market here is about 57 days, with the exception of 900 to $1 million. They're only on the market 26 days. That's kind of strange. But so you figure about 57 days. Some homes go quick, some don't. So 301 to 400,000, we had 574 homes sell. There were 375 were north of 466, 159 were in the middle, 40 were south of 44. Of the 574 homes, 2-bed, 2-bath, or 2 bedrooms we sold 199 of those in that price range. The remainder were 3-bed at 375 homes. So in that, the bulk of the sale of our village home is between 301 and 400, and I'm gonna say it's probably up more in that 400 range, and that's where you're gonna find those 3 bedrooms. And they were on the market in that price range, 3 to 4. Still 52, 53 days on the market this year. 401 to 500,000. We had 328 homes sell. 28 were 2-bed. 296 were 3-bed, and we actually had 4 that were 4 bedrooms. And of those 4-bedroom, 1 was up north, 2 were in the middle, 1 was down south. And that 4 to 500 range you're going to find everywhere in the villages. Again, those are on the market about 50 days. I find that in that and I talk about this 400 range because those are the homes, well, I'm in all of the homes, but in that 400 range, if you're looking for a home that doesn't need any work, you're going to need to go into that 1,500, 1,600 square foot. If you're in the 2,000 square foot, you're looking at a lot of work. Some homes do need some updating. As long as they're priced well, it's a good buy. You can fix it up. And I'm starting to get, a lot of my buyers now are coming in and fixing up homes. So I do have figures for a lot of updating. If you're interested, call me, email me, and we can discuss what your plans are if you had to make upgrades to a home and how much about that would be. 5 to 600,000, we only had 134 homes sell. 2 or 6 were 2-bed, 126 were 3, and 2 were 4-bedroom, and again, all over the area. 601 to 757 homes, they were all 3 bedrooms. 701 to 800,000, 41 homes. 801 to 917, 901 to a million. We had 16, and a million plus 22. So obviously you can see the bulk of the villages is really between, I'd say 275 and 400,000. That's the bulk of what people are buying in the MLS. I think, moving forward, I might as well just go into this 2024 prediction. I think that, I've had people ask, oh, is the market going to crash? Because I know people from outside of the villages are telling me how the market where they live is slow. And I tell them, from what I see here, the market is kind of stable. Sellers are now finally, a lot of the homes are coming on the market, appropriately priced, so where you'll see the homes start to move quicker. The interest rate, it doesn't necessarily affect us here. And here's my opinion on why it doesn't. Most of the people are still coming in with cash, obviously. When they're buying with financing at this point in their life, it's not that everybody has money to blow, but the difference in a couple of interest points isn't going to curb their lifestyle. And what I mean by that is they still can buy the home, they'll just refinance it when the interest rate goes down. It's not that they're not going to qualify for a loan. We don't really see that here. Where the high interest rates really affect people are outside of the villages. First-time home buyers, young couples, young single parents, whatever, trying to buy a home, their first home, even maybe they've sold and it's their second home, having a problem qualifying because the interest rate is so high. I know I'm going through this with my son. He and his wife and my other granddaughter, they live in Newport Richey, and they would like to move to another development, and they bought that house and it's at 3.5%, and we're having this conversation. It's like, you're going to end up getting less of a home and paying more money for it, so you might as well just sit tight here for another couple of years, and until everything, the interest rates maybe start to come down, and because obviously he has to sell his house first. But a lot of the buyers that are financing might not necessarily be financing their primary home, but they're financing their secondary home. And those interest rates are killing them, but the interest rate is annoying. It's not life-changing. And again, once the interest rate goes down, they'll just refinance. What have I seen different in the villages here this year? Well, obviously, you see much more construction, finishing up down in Dabney. I'm saying Denby last time, sorry people, and Lake Denham, and they're releasing lots in Moultrie Creek. Middleton is coming along, that whole corridor. Now, when I first moved down here, when you got off of the turnpike, seriously, it was a 2-lane road and there were cows on both sides of that road. And I used to know where to turn because there was a stagecoach in the corner of right on the edge of the road where I would have to turn. Now that is so developed down there. I just cannot believe what they have done in 4 years. It is absolutely amazing, the progress that they made. And, this is a topic I'm going to discuss in an upcoming video this year, all about living here and working full-time. And, is it worth it if you don't use the amenities? I think you might find that interesting, and look for that coming in the next couple of weeks. Again, if you want to search for a home here in the Villages, Florida, take a look at this. Before we start, make sure you go to my website, RobynCavallaro.com, and here's the address here. You can search for any home that's available here, well, in Florida, but in the villages. And what I've done is I've broken it down by sections. So if you want to search the historic area, you want to search Marion County, you want to search south of 44, and on, you can just click on it and search it. You can save the searches. It'll send you emails with market updates. You get notes from me all of the time reminding you, hey, I'm here, do you need help? So don't forget, go and search my website, and also get my book. It's available in Amazon in print on Amazon. Also, you can get it on Kindle or as a download on my website. All right, back to the regularly scheduled program. All right, and if you have any questions, please feel free, call me, email me, text me. I'm trying to go through all of my list of buyers that have recently registered just to touch base with you. And I do appreciate everyone out there who's watched, liked, subscribed, called, and purchased a home from me this year. I really, again, I cannot say how grateful I am and how blessed I am to have had I have no idea what's going on out there. I know it's not my yard. They do my yard on Wednesdays. But it is definitely chilly, and I have to tell you right now, my feet are freezing. I leave the front door open because the natural light comes in the door. It's really good for lighting, but I'm kind of cold right now. So I think for the last episode this year, I'm going to end it here. And again, everyone have a safe and happy new year. I hope 2024 brings you joy, happiness, and prosperity. And from me and my family here in the Villages, Florida, thank you again. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time.